Hello everyone. We are living in an era where we have more information than ever before, but less time to actually process it. Today, I want to talk about a fundamental shift in how we interact with data. I'm Charmi Chokshi. I wear few different hats in this ecosystem. I'm a Google developers expert in AI and cloud, and by day, I serve as an AI project manager at Natural Resources Canada. I spent a lot of my time traveling as an international tech speaker, sharing why behind the how. But honestly, the most exciting thing on this slide for me today is the last bullet point. This is my very first Google Cloud Next. And like any first-timer, I wanted to see everything. But I quickly realized that seeing everything is physically impossible unless you know how to use the right Google technologies. I opened the session library and my jaw dropped. There are 900 plus sessions packed into just 3 days. Now, if you have ever planned a conference at this scale, you know the filter paradox. You open the agenda, you scroll, you shortlist 20, but you still feel like fear of missing out, like maybe the best session is hidden on the page 42. You try the filters. Topic, level, format. But here's the reality. If you combine too many filters, you get 0 results. If you loosen them up, you are back to a haystack of hundreds. You are still stuck manually reading descriptions, checking for time conflicts, and trying to figure out if session A is actually better than session B. It's exhausting even before the keynote starts. I realized this isn't a filtration problem. This is an AI agent problem. Planning a conference isn't just about picking a list. It's a complex decision-making system. I don't just want a list. I want a strategy. Filtering tells you what is available. Agents tells you what is valuable. It requires understanding your specific career goals, evaluating hundreds of competing options, resolving hard constraints like time and geography, and balancing the human element, leaving room for networking, and actually eating lunch. Instead of spending my flight here manually clicking checkboxes, I decided to build a system that thinks through the problem end to end. I built this using Google Antigravity. For those who haven't played with it yet, Antigravity is a game changer. It lets us move past simple prompting. It allows us to compose capabilities into a cohesive workflow. We are talking about scraping real data, structuring it, reasoning over it, and instantly generating a user interface. In this project, I have simulated a multi-agent system where we have first agent, the Librarian. It scrapes and structures 900 plus sessions into a clean dataset. Agent number 2, the Strategist. It analyzes my professional profile and learning goals. Agent 3, the Optimizer. It performs the scoring, ranks the sessions, and most importantly, enforces the constraints. All of the 3 are possible because of Gemini's large context window, which ingests all of the session library at once and scores how well a session fits my goals. The result is a data-driven, optimized 3-day plan with 0 hallucinations, no overlaps, max 5 high-intensity sessions a day to avoid burnouts, and dedicated hallway tracks time for networking. Now, I want to talk about why this matters for us as developers or as PMs. For years, we have been stuck in the world of write me a function. We used AI to help us code small blocks of logic, but we are entering a new era. We are moving from being order takers to system architects. This is the new paradigm of software engineering. We aren't just writing lines of code anymore. We are designing autonomous systems that solve end-to-end problems. We aren't just coding features. We are orchestrating the intelligence. And this is exactly why I built this on Google Antigravity. To move from just coding to building systems, you need a platform that handles the heavy lifting of agent orchestration. Antigravity gave me the bridge I needed to turn my ideas into autonomous reality. So what actually is antigravity? It's an agent-driven workflow manager designed for end-to-end tasks. It doesn't just give me the code snippets, it moves towards autonomous task completion. Crucially, it's multi-environment. It operates across your editor, your terminal, and your browser, just like a human engineer would. It's built on Model Context Protocol and agent-to-agent standards, making it the most robust foundation for the agentic future. When you build a project in antigravity, you follow a sophisticated 8-step lifecycle. It's not just prompt and pray. It starts with you defining a goal and an agent performing the next steps. Planning, where it breaks the objectives into subtasks. It performs tool selection, deciding which APIs to call, and then moves into execution. But here's the secret sauce: observation and refinement. The system analyzes the results and adjusts the plan if something fails. It's a continuous loop of reasoning that ensures the output it produces is a verified solution and sends it your way for the final review. Now let's pull back the curtain and look at the actual 5-stage pipeline that makes this happen. It all starts at stage 1, where we define our agents. This isn't just a simple prompt, it's the agents.md file. I'm defining the specific behaviors, constraints, and roles each agent must play within the antigravity ecosystem. Once the roles are set, we move towards stage number 2, data ingestion. The system hits the official Google Cloud Next session library. It scrapes all the 3 days of data, hundreds of sessions, and extracts the raw information into a clean, structured JSON format. This is where the process becomes effective at stage 3. Personal interests are used by Gemini 3.1 Pro High model inside of antigravity. It runs a custom scoring function against the extracted sessions. It searches for the relevant information to match specific session content. At stage 4, firewall and anti-gravity skills are used to retrieve the vibe from the official event website. It retrieves the brand colors, the fonts, and layout rules so that the output feels like a native Google experience. Finally, in stage 5, all the data, the scored session, the brand guidelines, and user rules is given to Claude. Claude generates the final website UI from scratch. The result is a fully branded, personalized, and constrained-aware application built entirely by agents. All right, enough with the slides. Let's get into the engine room. I want to show you the actual product and how these agents behave in the wild. So, this is the planner interface. It's designed to be clean, but there's a lot of intelligence under the hood. At the top, I have 2 paths. One, I can search sessions traditionally, or I can let the system generate my personalized roadmap. I have added these preference toggles to fine-tune the agent's logic. I can tell it, give me more technical depth, or prioritize networking, or keep it startup focused. Now watch what happens when I click Generate My Plan. The Librarian agent has already fed structured data to the Strategist. The model has scored hundreds of sessions against my specific profile, resolving every single time conflict and returning a clean structured JSON object. And here is the result: a fully optimized 3-day schedule. Notice the details here. Each session doesn't just show a time, it shows a relevance score. It tells me exactly why it was selected for me. It's tagging themes like #GenAI or #agentic workflows automatically. You will see built-in breaks and dedicated networking time. No overlapping sessions, no 15-minute sprints between the halls. It's a balanced, human-centric load. And the best part? It's dynamic. If I see a session that doesn't quite vibe my morning, I just hit regenerate. The system swaps that specific block and finds the next best fit without breaking the rest of my day. On the right sidebar, we have the Insights panel. This is where the agent goes above and beyond. It's identifying meta trends across all 900 sessions. It's even suggesting post-event projects I can build based on the specific labs I'm attending. It's not just a calendar, it's a value extractor. This is how we interact with information nowadays. We don't browse, we delegate. At the end of the day, this project saved me hours of manual headache. The architecture of this project, using specialized agents to scrape, score, and optimize complex datasets, is a blueprint that can be adapted for any industry where decision-making is slowed down by information overload. By swapping the session data for other industry-specific input, you can build autonomous systems for several high-impact fields. Think about project management. Instead of static Gantt charts, imagine an agent that recognizes a delay in one task and autonomously rerouting the entire team's schedule to keep the deadline. In the supply chain, this architecture can monitor global logistics in real time. If a supplier fails or a shipment is delayed, specialized agents can negotiate alternative and updates the inventory levels before a human even sees the alert. And for personalized learning, we can move away from one-size-fits-all course. An agent can ingest 1,000 hours of content and curate a path that perfectly fits your current knowledge gaps. We are moving from a world where we spend our days managing tools to a world where we manage the results. This framework is your starting point. Feel free to connect with me over different platforms and check out this and many other projects of mine in the description below. Thank you.